Hi everyone, welcome back to Brookdale Farm. Well, it's a stinking hot day here again, and although we had 14 mils of rain, I think that was about 2 weeks ago now, everything has dried out again. We've had a week and a half of 37, 38, up to 40-degree days here. This is really late in March to be getting such hot weather. Now you can see in the background behind me, we've got a few little clouds starting to come up. We've got some rain forecast for tomorrow, but we're almost out of stock water at the moment. Our little soak has been dry for a while, and our big dam is almost dry as well. We do have a bore and trough, so we can give them water like that. That's just a lot more running around for us. So we're going to clean out some dirt and mud out of our soak today. And the groundwater around here is very slightly salty. So what happens over time is that the groundwater runs into the soak. So the soak is like a dam. It gets some rainwater running into it, but it also gets groundwater feeding it. And as the slightly salty groundwater runs in and then evaporates over summer, over 20 to 30 years, the mud in the bottom gets quite salty. So the first rain and any small amount of water in the soak ends up being quite a bit too salty for the stock to drink. All through winter, when the soak's got lots of water in it, it's fine, it's good water. But as it all evaporates and there's only a tiny bit left in there, it gets quite salty. So what we're going to do today is grab the front end loader and go and clean the dirt out of the bottom of the dam, the soak, which is holding most of the salt after the water evaporated this summer. And that means that when we get some rain in the next couple of days, any water that falls into the bottom there will end up being drinkable for our stock as soon as there is water there. So I'm going to go and grab the front end loader now and make a start on that. So a front end loader is certainly not the ideal tool for cleaning out dams. Often people use a dam scoop that is pulled by one or two tractors and has a long cable on it. So you're not actually driving your machinery in and out of the dams. The dam banks are very steep and you need to be extremely careful when doing this that you don't tip your tractor over. So always work with your tractor going straight up and down the steep bit, not running at an angle across it. That is a really good way to roll a machine and get seriously injured or kill yourself. I don't have a roll cage on this tractor, but for doing jobs like this I really should have. The other thing that tends to happen is, unless your dam has been dry for an exceptionally long time, you always end up with soft mud in the bottom of it under the dry bits on the surface. This means that you end up, once you take the dry soil off the top, you break through into the mud and you start being at risk of bogging your vehicle, your tractor. And it can be exceptionally hard to get a bogged tractor out of the middle of a dam because it's quite hard to get another tractor anywhere near it to pull on it. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering why I'm using the small front end loader and not the bigger Chamberlain loader. The reason for that is that the Chamberlain loader is a Chamberlain, which means it has no brakes. And coming up and down the dam bank, particularly when you're coming right up to the very top of the bank with your front wheels pointing down the other side to empty the dirt out, you really do need brakes on it. The Chamberlain's great when you can put the bucket down and use that as a brake, but in this situation, pointing down the dam bank, I actually wouldn't be able to get the bucket down far enough to stop me until I'd gone right over the dam bank. So we're stuck using the little loader today, and it's doing a pretty good job. Well, we've cleared out a reasonable pile of dirt here up on the side of the dam bank, and it doesn't look a lot different down the bottom here, but we have cleared out a lot of the sand and stuff that was sitting on top, hopefully holding a lot of the salt. Now, one of the issues with using a front end loader to do this sort of work, there's a bit more here I would love to have cleared out, but the bit in the middle here, this has had a couple of hours to dry out now again, but the clay here is still soft, and driving the tractor through it, I was just getting to the point where I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get the tractor back out. Anyway, the tractor's parked up there on the bank. We've cleared out a lot of the dirt. We've made a mess down here, but that's all right. That will improve once it gets a bit of water in. And we do have some clouds coming up now. So we've got only a little, they've dropped the forecast back to 3 mils of rain tonight, but hopefully some of that is going to run down into our soak down here. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.